Welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 45.
Jeez Louise.
Right?
45. I can't do it, I'm sorry.
That's all good. You're all good.
Quattro Cinco.
There you go.
Yeah, and the new Zoner.
You're the new Zoner. Zoner's not with us today because it's his birthday. And apparently you take your birthday off. Apparently that's a thing.
I work on my birthday,
We're just kidding. Zoner, have fun at Disneyland. It's apparently the happiest place on earth. No matter
humbug.
Humbug. Wait, it's at Disneyland, man.
This is the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, CMG for short. We talk all things video games, whether it's old, new, relevant, or not.
I thought you were saying we talk weather. I'm like, that's fine.
We talk
It's
the
pretty
weather
hot outside.
too. It's warm
cold
outside.
front coming in from the northeast. It's,
Imagine just
followed by tornadoes on this side. There's definitely tornadoes on Robert's side. I'm Matt Rojas, aka the Dread Pirate. With me, as always, from the beginning, we have
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
And next to him,
Robert Link, also known as Rob Dog 1991.
Rob Dog 1991.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. I was like wondering why Ate wasn't doing
I
anything.
always
He always
do
goes
that.
at the end. I forget.
Jeez. How long has it been here?
Oh yeah.
If you guys
45
don't know how
episodes.
this podcast works, if you don't know how this podcast works, I love how many. Let's make this podcast how many times we can make No Gene shake his head. That's gonna be the thing.
Caption no jeans. The head shakes.
Everybody hashtag No Gene shakes his head or something. No Gene's head shake. That's the hashtag. We are live. If you're watching on Twitch, you know that because you're watching right now.
What?
Robert just realized we're live.
Where are we?
Who am I? Where am I? Where am I? We do it live for you guys.
Five times already.
Five
times already.
No, Jesus, keeping track. We love to interact with you, the audience. If you're in the Twitch right now, we can react with you in real time, which is awesome. If we're talking about a subject and you horribly disagree with us and you think we're wrong on all levels, including metaphysical, we can tell you.
You get out to shake his head.
We can respond to that and tell you, well, no, you're wrong, sir. You are wrong. Or you know what? Maybe you're right. You brought up a good point we didn't think about. So thank you, kind audience member.
Kind audience member.
That being said, that's how that works. If you cannot listen to this live, cannot watch it live, interact with us, you can get involved in the show. You can send DMs to us at our Twitter, CMG_Gamecast, or our Facebook and Instagram at Casual Misfits Gaming. You can also leave comments on our YouTube channel, Casual Misfits Gaming, however you want to get to interact with us.
So we already have our first
Disagreement.
Disagreement? All right.
Well, that's the thing. Says I horribly disagree with you. You're wrong on all levels, including metaphysical.
Can't argue that.
Damn it. Well,
Even metaphysical.
even metaphysical.
We lost.
Senor Leche says hashtag beard shake. That's the
That's
one.
the one. Yeah.
That's the one.
Hashtag
beard shake.
shake. I
I'll
like
take that.
Beard
He'll
shake.
take it.
2018.
Now he's okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, how we start our show every week. That's right. This podcast is every week. You can catch us every Saturday, provided we're
Without
not
fail.
slacking. Without fail, yes.
Without fail,
No Gene says without fail.
Without fail.
We fail quite a bit because we started this podcast last year in January and we only have 45 of them.
We should be at 52, but we're
weeks
not
in a
there
week.
yet.
So 52 weeks in a year. Anyways, we'd like to start with how our weeks have been, what games we've been playing. Let's start with Rob Dog.
Oh, I gotta start with me. Okay.
What games have you been playing?
So
Did you
just
have
to,
a good
just
week?
to preface it, no Last of Us this week. So I
All
haven't
right.
played The Last of Us.
Really?
I'm sorry, guys. I know, right? It's
That's
crazy. It's like
amazing.
That's
it's
like
that
your favorite
never
game of all
happens.
time.
I know.
Yeah.
God. So anyway,
No.
What,
Keep
go-
talking.
If
he
I'll be
forgot his
back.
drink.
You
Oh my
forgot my
God.
drink.
Well, I played Smite for a while until Smite crashed and wouldn't fix itself, so I had to reinstall Windows. That's how much I love Smite. I reinstalled Windows to play Smite. I know.
What?
I know. It was a Steam launcher issue. It was like not finding the file it needed to, so I uninstalled, reinstalled, didn't work. Did a system restore point, didn't work. So I was like, you know what?
You didn't install Steam?
I tried. Didn't work.
Was it the file directory?
Every time I would reinstall and then download Smite, it would just say, file not found. Every single time. And I
See,
did
I-
everything I could.
See, I downloaded Smite through the high res.
That's what I used to do. But the Steam client actually looks a lot better. The game looks prettier somehow through the Steam client. Not sure what they did, but it's a lot nicer. But anyway, after that fiasco, I played some Gears, and we'll talk about that. We had some fun with Gears. And I played some Prey, and I don't play Prey that often. And I remembered why I didn't play Prey that often, because I only put in like 20 minutes before I got bored. So yeah, that's been my week. Now that Matt's back, we can move to Ante.
So
Whew.
quickly,
Crisis averted. I have a drink now, guys. I will not be parched for the remainder of this
Good.
this here show we do.
So he grabbed his little cozy and just like smashed it in his hand. He's like, no!
All right.
CMG Exploring says, wait. Can we talk about Mattlemore's haircut? That is kind of...
It's Mattlemore.
Everybody's giving me crap for this haircut. This is me
As-
going
as-
back to this
as they
haircut, which
should.
is funny because I had this haircut like just before I met you.
Yeah.
It was,
Went
yeah.
away from it.
it was
and
bad then, too, so...
Listen.
Damn.
Listen.
Came back to it. He's like, you know what? Bring Macklemore back. Let's do
I don't like
this.
your guys' attitude. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah, you just go to a thrift shop. I don't care. But-
Anyways, what were you doing? Oh, your game.
Yeah,
Your
your game
week.
now,
How was
yeah.
your week? No jeans?
My week was... It was really weird. It was like slow, and then it got really busy because I had a night job on Thursday night into Friday, so I'm dead right now.
Literally, he's actually
This is
dead.
an Ante.
Yeah, this is a copy.
If you notice, he's not wearing any shoes, so you'll see that when we release Abbey Road. I made him shake his head. That's awesome.
I like that joke.
You liked it? That's good. All
Yeah.
right.
Let's see. What games have I been playing? Well, I played Gears of War before Sea of Thieves came out. Then I tried playing Sea of Thieves and that didn't work. I
about
played some
that?
more Gears of War, and
Yeah.
then I played Sea of Thieves. Like,
So Gears
just-
of War and Sea of Thieves.
yeah, it's been
Nice.
a pretty Xbox heavy week.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
That's rare for us.
Yeah.
People that
Yeah.
don't know us, it's rare that we spend most of our time on Xbox. That's
There you go, Claw.
huge. There you go, Claude.
There you go, Claw.
You win. You won a week. Is it going to me right now? I was just
Yeah,
reading.
well, there's only 3 of us.
Yeah, but yeah, it's-
so.
I didn't know if
You.
you had finished.
No,
I,
that
I
was
think that's all he
Did
did.
you guys read Claw's comment about Donner?
Yeah, about me being Zoner. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we didn't read it, but he says that every time I'm sitting here. So.
yeah.
Man, Zonner got thin and grew hair. Matt looks like Matt, and no jeans is just the beard. So
Pretty normal.
we're almost back to
At
normal
least I'm
now.
consistent.
We're almost consistent.
I am.
Ah. All right. So
Anyway, so what did I play? I have not been here in 2 episodes. No, I wasn't here last week, and
Yeah.
then we weren't here for 2 weeks before that. So it's been like 4 weeks since I've been here.
Yeah.
good
Had a
job.
lot of gaming.
Yeah.
A lot of gaming in. As you all know from our last podcast and our post and everything, one of our dear friends passed away. Because of that, for like 2 weeks straight, I found myself playing like my comfort games. Like Gears of War was a comfort game for me. I never just jump on Gears of War anymore, and I would literally just see what Ate's doing. 10 o'clock at night, we're just gonna jump on Gears now. Like just because it was like a comfort for me. And it just is what I was doing. Minecraft. I got back into Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in years, since 360, and I was like,
That was a
screw
lot of
it.
fun.
I'm downloading it. Me and Jude start a world. Jude's my son.
Oh, really?
Not everybody here knows that. And then No Jeans jumped in with us. We have a really cool world that we've been building. We've got, lakefront property where our window.
Lakefront?
Lakefront property. You don't even understand. We play top dollar. for
Is
this.
it man-made lake or was it?
No, it was
No,
generated?
it was a generator. It was
Oh
there. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah.
You guys didn't even make your own lake. Wow.
Yeah. So it's
we
we
had
Serious top dollar right there.
yeah, top dollar. It's got squids in it that swim around.
Yeah.
Good.
So you
stuff.
know it's cool. And we got underwater elements of it, a huge room, a huge great hall that's underneath the water, and you can see the squids swimming around. It's just cool. So I've been doing that, playing a lot of PUBG. Got another winner chicken dinner since the time I've been gone, which is hard on PC, as you guys know.
We'll talk about that
And Sea of Thieves. Got some Sea of Thieves, and finally played the beta. It was amazing. And then we played some Sea of Thieves, you and I, last night with Zonner and Kegman.
Mhm.
And that was a lot of fun. I don't know if we want to talk about Sea of Thieves now or
No, we'll
later.
talk about it
too.
later.
Well, it's
Okay.
coming up. Yeah. Don't
Um,
you worry.
But
At least
yeah,
kind of.
so that's what I've been playing. My week's been okay. What's the chat saying?
Okay, so Welp, that's the thing, says Matthew's haircut makes him look like he's in the mafia, not the Italian one, but like a mafia designated specifically for people who listen to Nickelback on purpose.
Look at this photograph. No, I hate Nickelback. Honestly,
that's the joke.
I hate Nickelback.
Your
That
haircut
being
says
said,
otherwise.
okay. That being said, go screw all of you. And I know Whelp. That's the thing's haircuts. He He's not got the best taste. Anyways,
What is that one little flappy, like, limp pompadour thing he
The-
had
the
going?
We're really
freaking,
gonna talk
like-
trash on people who are watching our
Oh, yeah,
stream
totally,
right now?
totally,
Come on,
totally.
guys.
He's our brother. We can
Let's
do
be
that.
real. Jeez. Oh yeah, you're right. But still.
Claw says, "Wow, I wasn't invited to Minecraft." Well, you're invited.
Yeah,
Come-
next
come
time
play.
we're playing,
Yeah,
come join us.
it's
Oh,
on PS4
man.
though. Just so you know.
Oh, you don't have it for the Xbox One, do you?
No, and our world's on the PS4, so
Dang it. Oh, he has a PS4, doesn't he?
I think so. Whatever.
4.
There we go. Anyways, Mod Monday we played Rainbow Six. Mod Monday
Well,
is
Chris
Chris played Rainbow,
Rainbow
Six.
Six.
We
Yeah.
turn our channel over to our moderators, and they play whatever
I
game
believe I
they
played with
feel
them
is
tonight.
necessary.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And was that fun?
So
Yeah.
Chris carried Ate through Rainbow Six. Nice.
Chris carried out to Rainbow Six. We did a
Oh.
game night. Game night is every Tuesday. We get together. We assign it as the one night a week that we actually all make sure we try to get together
Yep.
and play something. There's low production value. We just have fun. Doesn't really matter what the game is.
But what did we?
What did we play?
What did we try to?
Oh,
play?
well, so we tried playing the. We tried sailing the high seas
Yes, we did.
and seafaring adventures of Sea of Thieves, and it did not work. Because on opening day, launch day, day one, the servers were
just
garbage.
They're not garbage. They were just inundated with so many people trying to play that.
Okay,
just,
the result was the servers were garbage.
They literally
They
had to
had
kick people off
yes,
to let people in
yes.
slowly.
They had Sea of Thieves had, even with their stress testing, accounted for only so many people. And the open beta showed that only so many people would be interested in this game. They had 3 to 4 times the amount of people they were expected.
Jeez
And
Louise.
people that were able to get into the servers, they had over 1 million unique IDs actually able to log in, and they still, that's all they could get in because of the servers. What are you guys looking at?
No, I'm just reading the chats too,
Oh.
but I'm agreeing. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Claw's basically saying it is Minecraft on everything.
So what do we play
Okay.
instead?
So instead, we played Gears of War. We called that night Sea of Gears
Yep.
because we couldn't play Sea of Thieves. We
It was
played,
almost the same thing.
and what we did notice, and everybody knows this, was that the Xbox servers in general,
We're garbage
they were
that night.
garbage. They
Oh.
were a Sea of Thieves, like beyond Sea of Thieves being affected, that affected Xbox Live as a whole. Like we were watching crazy stuff go down. Just like the music's cutting out as you're trying to do it, like everything's
Oh
jumping,
yeah, when we were
and
playing
like when we were playing
yeah,
Gears,
all kinds of
it
issues.
finally mellowed out. Like what, our third game in?
Yeah.
But it was like 2 games of like
Mm.
we'd be there and like, where's Steve? I don't know.
Dude, TDM was so hard.
Yeah, like
all that kinda
like you
lag,
can't just
yeah.
hear Steve for like 3/4 of the game.
Everybody would cut out.
And then
yeah.
he's back and he's like, I've been here the whole time. You guys just couldn't hear me. Same thing with me. I'd just be gone. I couldn't hear you guys. Apparently, you guys started doing some funny song.
Oh, and then
I
the,
had no idea because I couldn't hear you guys and you guys couldn't hear me.
the party chat had a problem too. Whenever anybody would leave the party, it would mute the entire party.
Yeah.
So you couldn't talk until you remade the party,
Yeah, it was
which
weird.
was really lame. But hey, we had a fun night, right? I got my first taste of Zonner using the Lancer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you finally realized
The way
that.
that he uses the Lancer.
So if you guys-
He doesn't
to
use the Lancer. He uses
He's
the
the-
chainsaw.
the
on it.
chainsaw.
Yeah.
yes,
If you guys don't
yes.
know Zonner, Robert thought that we were exaggerating.
I really did. I thought you guys were just giving him a
when
hard
we
time.
said that Zonner only uses the chainsaw and doesn't realize his Lancer has a trigger and fires bullets.
it was.
He
was
finally saw it.
interesting.
He gets kills.
Yeah, he does. He did protect us.
Sometimes
like 4
to
or
the
5
detriment of the
times that
team,
night.
but he will get kills.
Yeah.
And he'll get lots of them, and every single one of them will be a chainsaw kill. So you finally saw that.
It was interesting, but it was good because a lot of
Yeah.
times where we would have been Nashered in the back,
Yeah.
he had us with a chainsaw, and it was like, okay, cool, we're good. We're
Jillian
good.
R14 says, "Hi, gentlemen. Hi."
Hello.
Hi, Jillian. Hi.
That being said, we had a good King
That
of the
was a
Hill
fun
match
night.
to end on.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
were losing that first one hardcore, and then we
Yeah.
pulled through and won, and then we
Yeah.
just won the second round.
We
like
had
cake. It was
over
good.
100 kills between just
Total.
Robert and myself
Yeah,
in that King of the
Yeah,
Hill
that was
match.
so
that
much
we
fun, man.
killed it.
that was a good one.
Anyway, so
It was a good night.
that's what we did. We couldn't play Sea of Thieves, but we did get to play Sea of Thieves later. There's no actual Sea of Thieves section, is there, on our podcast?
We can talk about it now, which is cool.
Let's
'cause we
talk-
did play
yeah.
it. But the picture, if anybody is watching, is Sea of Gears.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just a Gears
Um,
PNG in there, but yeah.
Sea of Thieves is great. I'm having
When it works,
When it
yes.
works. I'm having so much fun. We got to play it last night. and what did we do? We tried to talk like a pirate as much as we possibly could.
I saw you guys kill a skeleton captain on an island.
Yeah,
That was
that
basically
was-
the only thing we did.
Really?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
literally skipped to the right part of the video.
Yeah.
I caught it right as you guys were up on the island and killing him.
yeah.
It
Well, we
was
killed a few
cool.
of them, but yeah,
It was just a bunch of.
it was a shenanigans.
That's so cool,
Shenanigans. We
though.
had so much fun. Kyle Kegman, our buddy,
Oh.
was like barfing everywhere because his character was drinking too much grog.
Which makes
And
sense.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
His name is the Keg.
his name is the Kegman.
Can I talk
And
about my first 40 minutes
Not
of the
yet.
game? Wow.
is it going to take 40 minutes?
No,
Are you
it'll
going
be
minute
really
by
quick
minute?
because I didn't actually get to play the game.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Goodness. So when you first load in, you get to pick your pirate.
Yeah.
They give you like 8 different choices. They look cool, right?
You know,
Word.
you can,
Just wait.
Just wait. It's a
So
funny story.
I saw one pirate that I really liked, and I was like, cool. I wish he had a sword because he just had he had a mug, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I thought, oh, if I click remake pirates, he'll probably just go into a different class and it'll be okay.
no.
And there goes my favorite pirate, like that.
What you have to do is press favorite.
So the next 40 minutes, I was clicking remake pirate, trying to find that dang pirate, and I gotta give the game something. It is totally randomized when it comes to pirate creation because
Yeah.
I did not find him.
yeah.
I did not.
For
I
40
spent
minutes.
40 minutes. Because I was like, oh,
When you click
it's rough.
favorite, does it mean you can favorite one of those character creations?
Yeah, so you can cycle it again. And
Oh, I
keep
thought that was
it
going to
there.
send me a list of like
Oh,
my
see,
accounts or
that's-
something. Okay.
Man,
No.
see if I would have known that.
yeah.
Oh well. So I wasted a lot of time doing nothing, and then the servers were down. So I never
Mooney
got to
Girl
play.
says you guys were hilarious last night.
We were.
FaZe says Rob Dog, Dwed Pirate, and all jeans.
Dwed
Dwed
pirate.
Pirates.
I like that.
Last one says your accents were amazing. We actually are going to challenge ourselves this Tuesday.
Oh, I can't wait.
We're going to do Sea of Thieves. We're going to get it going for our game night. And we are challenging ourselves to only speak in pirate accents.
We were doing pretty well though last
We were
night.
doing pretty well. It was our test. It was our test run.
You kept
If
on breaking
anybody,
character.
well, because at a certain point, like, yeah. But, like, I knew it wasn't, like, the real thing. But if
He's like, Kyle, come on.
I think we're going to have, there's going to be a penalty for anybody that slips out of character. We just haven't figured it out yet.
They have to take a drink.
Maybe they have to drink 2 grogs so
5
they start
gold
barfing
pieces.
everywhere. I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
You know, you can actually put them in the brig.
Oh, that would be awesome. There we go.
5-minute brig.
Yeah, you can actually put them in the brig, and they're stuck.
Okay, I'm down with 5-minute
Can
break.
you get them out?
Okay,
Okay.
5-minute break. Let's do
Start
it.
with a minute.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
go up. Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time you
Every time you screw up.
it's another minute. I
Um,
like this. I like this.
Claw says, please don't. Now we're definitely
No,
doing
we're gonna
Claw.
do it.
Now
Yeah,
we're
it's gonna
definitely
happen.
talking as pirates
Yarg.
the entire time
Yarg,
on
yarg,
Tuesday.
yarg.
Arr,
I have to
matey.
start looking up like pirate slang and getting into the mood of it,
I can tell you Poppycock is one.
Poppycock. Got it.
Yeah, we found that out last night. Anyways, let's get into what we do every week. This week in gaming news, we bring you what's relevant, what's new, what's happening, and it goes for short by Twiggin. This week in gaming news. Starting off, we had a couple surprises this week.
We did.
Well, we knew Fortnite was coming out for mobile.
Yeah.
Fortnite came to mobile. It's invite only. That might deter you from getting it. If you're a Fortnite fan, it takes less than a day for them to invite you. You download it, you register, and then they invite you. They're not really like,
They're not trying to be.
yeah, they're not
inclusive,
restricting the
they're just
flow
letting
as
people
much
in.
as people
Yeah,
would
yeah.
think. And then a day later, you can start inviting your friends. So if you want to get in, you can get in. It's not difficult. It's actually incredibly easy. That dropped on the 15th, I believe.
And then
And
what
then the
came after?
19th, nobody knew was coming on the 19th. PUBG was dropped. PUBG Mobile.
That was so annoying.
What was annoying?
Well, because if you watch YouTube or anything, it was
Mhm.
like the only ad you ever saw.
yeah, it was all.
Oh,
over the news.
yeah,
It was-
yeah.
Every
My
single ad
Facebook
was-
feed, yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and change the scene because Ate's really confused looking at what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
He actually did that
spiffy.
himself. That's cool,
I got,
huh?
I got
That's
real,
spiffy.
I got real classy.
Everybody
Real
give
guess.
Rob Dog a little round of applause because that background's actually pretty cool. He's able to he made that background. That's
Yeah, I did.
cool. So
It's pretty cool. I'm so excited. So if you're watching,
I'm
you
so
can
excited.
see the 2 versions of the mobile game being played on little cell phones. Yeah. Did you guys get to play them?
Nope.
play what? I play both.
What we're
yes.
talking about.
I thought you guys changed. Okay, so
So-
I actually downloaded Fortnite first because it was out first.
Mm-hmm.
I got to play it.
What did you think?
I actually had more fun than when I was playing on PS4, which is surprising. It was surprisingly fun. It's the controls are a little weird. I can tell you I liked the PUBG controls there. It felt a little better.
They seem to have more At least they were more intuitive when you were looking at the phone. It
Yes.
was easier to know what did what right away.
Exactly.
Right
And
away.
I enjoyed it. It seemed you could tell right away that some people might be using like Bluetooth controllers
Oh, some
because
of them
their
were just-
accuracy from like across the map was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
Based on what I'm seeing on here, excuse me. You can see the buttons are pressed by hand. Every single thing I'm seeing.
Well, yeah, you can do that. But I'm saying when I was playing online, you could tell like some people were like keeping constant like non-recoiled fire on
yeah.
people. I was like watching them. I'm like just watching this battle going on. I'm like, huh, okay. Go ahead. You're gonna say
I
something.
was gonna say, in terms of playability, PUBG Mobile plays way better than PUBG on the Xbox. At least what I felt.
Yeah,
Really?
It
it
was
seems to
It was
flow.
weird. I was like, how is this working?
It actually flows really well.
It does. It really
um,
does. They did a really good job with it.
I enjoyed I enjoyed the fact that me and Brandon and Michael all got to play together. We can squad up.
You guys were playing.
We
at
use
lunch.
our headphones that we have for our, for
That's
our
so your
phones.
little iPhone.
Yeah, we use our
iPod
headphones. We
headphones.
can all talk, and we jumped in a PUBG game, and like the circle's coming in, and it's got all the same elements. All of a sudden, you can get in a dossier, a car,
That's cool.
and we're driving around and like downing people, and Brandon's running over people. I'm like, how are we doing this on our phone right now? Like, because it's such an involved game. Everybody that knows it knows there's a lot more to it than Fortnite. It's not saying Fortnite's a bad game. There's just you know there is.
They can
how
just render.
big it is.
They render so much on a phone. Like that's
Yeah.
what's blowing my mind. It's nice.
That being said,
So is it
go ahead.
supported like a certain like, if you have like Android OS
I
like
think it goes all the way back to iPhone 6, and I don't know
Yeah,
how
probably
that
6 or
correlates.
6S,
I don't
but
know how
yeah.
that correlates to Android phones, so I'm guessing that'd be like a Samsung Galaxy S7, maybe.
I'm guessing.
I think that's
that,
about the
but-
right year.
I did see someone play Fortnite mobile, and I had one issue with it because I didn't play enough of it. I don't play a lot of Fortnite. But I was standing. Actually, I got to play this part. I picked up some weapons. I was standing in a second-story window, and I noticed that as I looked at one house, the house to my right would disappear. And when I looked to the house to my right, the house that was on my left would like disappear.
Oh, so
So it
that's
was
how
like,
they.
it was like
That's
a weird rendering system that
that's how
wasn't
they-
perfect.
yeah.
And I was like, ah.
I missed this, but FaZe says Rob's non-beard having guy.
Oh, really?
needs
You gotta
to
go
get-
back to that?
Needs to get a beard.
Oh my gosh.
He says hashtag beards only. I kind of
well,
agree
he,
with him.
He has a little bit of a
I
scruff.
got a baby
If,
beard.
if it makes you feel better, FaZe, he's trying. A for effort.
That's
participation
like a,
doesn't
trophy.
make me feel better.
like a year's
Oh,
worth of
I don't want
growing
to talk
a
on
beard.
Chris's comment. He said it's the wrong way around. Hey, Chris, if you turn your phone the other way, it reorients. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
I wonder if
Okay.
he's talking about something else.
No, I
about
think he's
the
talking
games.
about this Samsung phone being the wrong round.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That being said,
That's how I would play it.
I played Fortnite for a little bit. I played a few games, a couple days in a row. When PUBG dropped, I have not been back to Fortnite since. Because this flows, for me, it flows so much better. I love PUBG. And I was actually enjoying myself in Fortnite on mobile. I really was. It pulled me away immediately. I haven't been back to Fortnite. That's not to say. And it's not just me, it seems, either. Fortnite had topped the iPhone charts almost immediately as the number one downloaded game. It also broke Candy Crush's record for the most top grossing
What?
because of all the add-ons you can buy and everything.
Oh
right?
my
Yeah, 'cause
god!
it's a free game.
Already?
Yeah, already. So Fortnite's doing amazingly well.
Yeah. Wow.
PUBG came out within 2 days. It topped both the iPhone and the Google Store charts. Number one. Fortnite's doing well. PUBG's doing really well too, and it kind of shows that they're, as far as people liking them, because some people just love to hate on PUBG, whatever.
Love to hate on Fortnite like we.
When
do,
both
yeah.
games are free, it shows that a lot of people are going for that PUBG
Oh yeah.
because it immediately broke the charts.
And I think it's valid to say, honestly, we give Fortnite a lot of crap, but I think it's gotten to the point where we have to just agree that it's a different game.
Well, yeah.
No, it's completely
Whether you
different.
like it or not, it's
Yeah,
a different
and we
game.
To me, it's SOCOM to
It's-
Team Fortress.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
They're both
game.
shooters. They're
good
both
games.
round based. You both kill people, but they're completely different. One's cartoony, one's more realistic, tactical. And if you like the cartoony building element, that's you.
Yeah.
I like the real tactical element, so
That's me too.
that's me.
All right, good stuff.
Anyways, we can probably move. Oh,
This next one.
the next
is
part of that
it's
though
related though.
is
Yeah.
related is PUBG. A lot of people are speculating. I don't know if you guys have heard this. I know you have, Robert. That PUBG might be inundated with bots. When you're playing online, a lot of people are feeling, and there's been no official comments from
Okay.
Bluehole or Tencent
Yeah.
or anything, but a lot of people feel that there are bots in the game, and they feel that maybe it's because there had been speculation that there might be bots going to be in the game, and the process that was thought to happen would be, as you're new to the game, there's a certain ratio of bots to humans, and as you get higher leveled, you'll get matched made with higher level people, and that ratio will go down as far as how many bots are in the game until there's nobody left, supposedly. Nobody's been able to prove
That they're bots.
there's bots because nobody said,
Yeah.
but they are saying, I keep running into these same looking people in red shirts
Huh.
that you can literally walk up to them sometimes. They don't shoot or do anything.
A lot of people were also saying that might be to PUBG getting a lot of new players because it's free on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
That people who don't know how to play PUBG are getting the game and running into it like little kids
Yeah.
and not realizing what they're doing and getting killed quickly. So there's still no real say if it's bots or not.
Yeah.
To be
As you can tell, we have a huge advantage just knowing the map in general.
Yeah, if you've played
Like,
it before, you're gonna have a
knowing how the
huge
game works,
advantage.
yeah.
The weapons, the mechanics, the map. It's a huge advantage.
So,
But yeah, there's a lot of people who got their first chicken dinners.
Phased is saying, can you guys just imagine how many people are getting fired because of these games?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
God.
I've heard already.
Oh.
I've seen articles that schools are immediately getting like destroyed because kids aren't paying attention. They're just sitting there playing Fortnite, and it's just affecting it's affecting everything. And
This isn't
Yeah.
a simple click game. This game takes your attention.
oh yeah,
So if
there's
you're playing it, you're zoned into
Yeah,
that
there's-
game, and that's it.
yeah, unless you're horrible at the game, it's not a 5-minute game. It's
Well,
not. It's
maybe
not.
maybe those bots are just kids in school who have to stop to do assignments really quick, and they're
That's
just
what it
getting
is.
they're getting worked while they're.
You
There
might
we
have just
go.
cracked the code. That's
Bam,
probably
there it
it's
is.
kids in school that are like, teacher, and they put the controller down.
They look back, they're dead. Like, oh,
Game
every
on,
time."
damn it.
Every time.
So I don't know if there's bots in there. If there is, and if it's the way that we explained that maybe it's a ratio thing, I don't care, because there's not going to be bots in the top 25 people.
There's
There's
no
just
way. And
not.
if there are, that's a crazy good bot. the bot
But-
hasn't seen a single person the whole game.
The game is easier, yes, because the draw distance isn't amazing. It's
and they
horrible.
do have some type of aim
Yeah.
assist because it's.
Yeah, I turn it off, but
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mobile Game, no aim assist. Fine.
Ate, do you use aim assist on anything?
I'm just thinking a mobile game though,
Probably
like
not.
when you have to aim with your screen, it's kind of a little bit of aim assist.
Like
is
joysticks?
horrible.
Like,
the little,
they're like
no,
joysticks?
the virtual joysticks that are in the corner of your screen on an iPhone. That's
Okay,
got to
but-
be a little more difficult. Fine,
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
Jesus.
so
jerk.
you have to imagine they're not going to be there in those higher whatever. But that being said, it is easier because of the draw distance. The same thing that you have in that Xbox, where you don't have to be really scared about running across a field.
Because no one's gonna see.
Nobody can see you
Yeah.
because the draw distance
Yeah.
isn't that good. Just like on the Xbox, the draw distance isn't as good as on the PC. On the PC, if you're running up a mountain, you're scared that somebody in
On
the
the other
city,
side of the mountain, yeah,
is gonna
gonna
freaking
get
take
you.
a pop shot at you. So it's that's what I think makes the game easier. Makes you feel more like you're playing Call of Duty with the survival elements, because you don't run into people till you're almost right on top of them. So
FaZe says that he loves PUBG, but he can't play aggressive in that game like he does in Fortnite.
exactly,
It's true, you can't.
You can't.
Because you will die.
Yeah.
Like, it's just unfortunate.
Because you're
It's
gonna
true.
give your position away, and then all right,
everybody
somebody
else
else
sees
kills
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the realistic part of the game, the realism in it. But yeah.
All right, so
Ooh.
that's that. I think we can move on
Ooh, this next one.
to something that we all are. As you can tell from Robert's excitement, he's shaking in his chair.
Please don't break that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, DX Racer.
Star Wars could be having or is, based off all
It
speculation,
is.
having an open world game coming out soon. And by soon, that could mean 1 year to
5 years.
7, based off Days Gone.
Damn. Brutal. You weren't even here for that podcast. Brutal.
I listen to the podcast
I
even
know,
when
but
I'm not
you
here.
weren't here to discuss it. But
I know.
anyway,
Um,
I'm hoping it's a remake of The Old Republic. I doubt it, but I'm still
that'd be
grasping
awesome.
at those straws.
That would be awesome. I
There's really no.
don't know that it is. What this is the continuation of the Visceral game that was being made. That's what everybody thinks. The Visceral Studios was making a game, Star Wars based game. They moved it. That studio shut down. They went to this new studio, and for the life of me, I can't remember what that new studio is. Do
I
you
remember.
It's EA, but it's the Vancouver studio.
It's
Their
at,
Vancouver.
It's at the bottom too. and
It's their
like
Vancouver. EA Vancouver. So, that job or that studio posted a job posting for a what is the exact word?
Was it a project designer, a project lead, or something like that?
Online engineer
Okay.
in Burnaby at EA's Vancouver studio.
But they messed up in the description of the post.
Yes,
and gave
lead.
us-
They said lead a team to deliver online features for a Star Wars open world project. Alrighty, we're excited.
And really
Who
quick,
doesn't want?
well, that's a thing. 1313 is not the one we're talking about, but it was the one that was let
Yeah.
down a few years.
Yeah,
I'm
1313 was a different game that got shut down.
I was looking
independently.
forward to that
Yeah,
game
we were
too,
excited for that
but-
game too.
Yeah.
This is one that got shut down just
Recently,
this
yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Anyways, it also says this person should have experience implementing online features such as matchmaking.
Hmm.
I can't even say that word.
Come on, dude.
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous. Why can't I say that?
I don't know.
Asynchronous.
I don't know, man.
Asynchronous interactions, live services, server host migration, etc. So not only is this game coming as open world,
Online
multiplayer.
Is it like a PvP and PvE?
I really
kind of
hope
thing?
it's
That's what
better
it
than
looks-
the Old
that's what it
Republic.
looks like.
It needs to
Yeah.
be better than. Well, the Old Republic was great for the dialogue, crappy for the gameplay.
you're talking about
The Old Republic.
yeah, the online game.
The
yeah, yeah.
online one. Yeah. Great for the
Um,
dialogue, crappy for the game.
Well, the gameplay wasn't crappy.
No, it was just repetitious.
No, you mean the because the gameplay was cool. You didn't like that there was not a lot of old, or there wasn't repetitive gameplay. You're saying,
Yeah,
and there
it was,
wasn't.
It was every
most
planet
people-
is the same thing.
Most people complained about there not being much end game content.
Well, that's
until
really what
they-
it was.
yeah.
Because by the time you got to the end game, you had seen all the types of story arcs, and there wasn't anything new. And then by the end, they only come out with like new arcs like every 6 months now, and it's not even worth it. But anyway,
Well, that's the thing. Says 4+ syllable words are
different.
difficult.
They are. They
And
are
then
a little
Faye-
difficult.
And then
you know,
Faye
you do
says
have
only
to.
for Dwed Pirate.
Dwed pirate.
Dwed Pirate. God damn it.
Freaking phased. You're funny.
So anyway, yeah.
Anyways,
I'm hoping
so-
for Knights of the Old Republic again. But
That'd be
I doubt it.
awesome.
I love that game.
I would love a Knights of the Republic with a kind of like a co-op element. I don't know how matchmaking would go into that. I don't.
Maybe just be like the card game from Knights of the Old Republic in matchmaking.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. What
Or
was that
like
called?
speeder racers. Yeah.
That was
yeah.
online? That'd
Swoop
be awesome.
bikes. That's what they're called.
Swoop
Swoop
bikes,
bikes.
yeah.
Swoop bikes.
Anyway, so this is something that could be happening. We've been teased about this game for years now, so who knows what will happen.
We're excited though.
We can just let you know that this job posting went up, and maybe it's something to look forward to. We'll see. Next in Twiggin, we all know about the Atari box, right? Atari is coming back. They're coming out with a new console,
Oh,
and it's
baby.
kind of related to like a almost like a Steam box or an NVIDIA
Yeah,
Shield. It's
but
kind of that
much
element.
Different, kind of. It's
Stronger.
similar, but yeah, it
It's
should
got its
be
own,
stronger.
yeah,
right?
its own custom
Now, if you're
NVIDIA card.
watching the stream, guys, just go ahead and sit down, buckle in. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
It's
It
gorgeous.
looks retro. It looks cool. And they actually
This
came out
is
with
amazing.
the new.
Look at
They
that. Oh.
showed you what it is. We had
It is
seen that
classy.
picture before.
That is so classy,
Um,
man. Like,
It looks classy. It looks like you just
see, all these
got
other
the
console
original.
companies need to.
They know
take
what's
a
that,
hint.
yeah.
Like, look at that.
So not only did they announce, they gave us more pictures. They've got a old school Atari type joystick because it will come
Ooh.
with a lot of classic Atari games,
Ooh.
as well as current games and from multiple studios like a Steam box would. You can see it's got a more modern Pro controller.
Well, I
style
like what they did with the Pro controller.
Mm-hmm.
They made the same visual motifs of the regular
Yeah,
joystick.
the original. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it has the singular red joystick on the top left.
Yeah,
So
it looks cool. It looks
Don't
like
you,
it
don't
fits.
you like that super old fashioned wood look in the?
yeah.
It's so sick.
That's
Like,
nice.
oh man, it's just the right time to bring that back.
Faye said, "Is that the new Atari?"
You know it. Look at the joystick.
Next
Look at that. It
CMG
is like the exact. You're
He
right.
says,
That's so cool.
next CMG event, Pong Tourney.
I'm
Yes.
down.
Elasno says, I already knew about it because she sent me this. She sent me this article. What I didn't tell her because I was being nice was that I'd already seen the article. But thank you
It's our
for
job to
thank
know
you
these
for
things.
sending us something for the show.
Did you
Because
see that episode of That 70s Show where Ashton Kutcher made the paddles smaller on Pong smaller panels equals more
Oh,
fun.
yeah, equals more. Yeah. So that being said, a lot beyond just how cool it looks, how retro it looks. I don't think you got a picture of the logo, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I didn't realize there was a special logo for it.
Well, they announced its actual name.
Yeah.
I said, damn it.
Yeah.
See, when I
Atari
miss
V-
pictures,
the
I miss them. I
VCS
miss the
or
good
whatever
It's
ones.
the Atari VCS.
Yeah.
Okay, VCS.
Which is
I'm guessing it
see.
means a virtual
No,
console system.
It is.
Yeah, virtual console system. Is this is like a virtual console to you?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Video
it
game
was,
console
though.
system.
There we go.
Or-
That'd be kind of lame though.
Damn it, where'd it go? I
VCS
had it.
video game console system. Video console.
I don't know.
I don't remember what it is.
That you
Very
might-
very console-y
Very console
systemly.
system.
I don't know
I can't
Too
even
late.
find
Okay,
it.
we'll come bring it back up, Claw, when we do Claw's corner.
because he probably knows what it is.
It was right here, and I can't. Sorry, says VCS.
They said FaZe says they said VCR is already taken. Let's use the next letter in the alphabet.
That's what I liked it
Ve-
because it's got that
very-
retro feel. Why is it not? I don't know why it's not here.
It's okay. We'll talk about it when it comes back up.
Um,
It's gonna play
why
newer
not-
games.
why
but
not?
Probably.
Yeah, why not? Ulysses asked, "Will this play Atari classics, or will also do play
I don't
modern
know
games?"
about modern games.
It's
no,
probably-
so that's
it-
what it is.
yeah.
Actually, they said it will be.
Modern Atari games.
That's
There'll be-
there we
yeah,
go.
there'll
Okay.
be old school games, and then they'll have new current games. They haven't announced any games that they're bringing out.
Skyrim.
Yeah, we'll play Skyrim. You know that for a fact. That's going to be a launch title. They are going to have. It's going to be like a Steam box where you can get games from other studios, other developments, and there'll be current
If it is,
games.
then it'll have the same
And
processor
Giant
as the Nintendo
Nixel
Switch.
says, "Take my money now."
I want it. It just looks awesome. Like
It does look really.
that would be like be the console that I put in front of all the other consoles because it's so pretty.
Yeah,
It's so pretty.
It's-
That's right underneath.
that's
my TV.
one that you can. We're going to have it here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
front
when
and
it comes
center
out, yeah.
at
And hopefully
some
they don't
point.
pull a Nintendo and like only
Oh,
release like 200
But even
of
if they
them.
do, Zoner's gonna have one of these on, ready to go already. He's probably pre-ordered it already, to be honest. It's possible.
I don't know.
Well, they
if
just released the
pre-orders-
pre-orders right now.
He's Zoner for his birthday. He probably signed up for one. Zoner, if you're
Probably.
watching, tell us you pre-ordered.
He's not watching. He's in the
He's
happiest place.
happiest
on earth.
place on earth, screaming his little pants off on Splash Mountain.
Is that what you do when you go to Disneyland?
That's what I think
Scream your
Zoner
pants
does.
off?
That's what I think Zoner does.
Pretty sure that's why you get kicked out all the time, Matt. Screaming your pants off at Disneyland. It's horrible.
All I do is go. "Ah!"
There goes our volume. Just
Sorry.
Sorry,
if you're
guys.
using headphones, we're sorry.
We apologize.
If you're using headphones, rip ears. Dude, I cannot find
Dude,
what
can
it
we just
stands
move
for.
on? I
It's
think
so
we're
pissing
done.
me off.
We're
All
Claw-
right,
done.
Claw will get it to
5
us
minutes
later.
at least. we're
Claw,
done.
give us what VCS stands for.
Research it.
It's like video computation system or something. It's something like that. It's like
So it's just an elaborate way to say video console.
Yes, basically.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
I can't remember what it is though. So
We
for
love
the
you,
life of me.
Atari, because that looks
And I
awesome.
swear the article had it, but it wasn't in there. Anyways, moving on from one new console
Oh.
to another. This
I am
is
so excited.
something that Robert's gonna be excited about
And
correct,
use
yeah.
once.
And use once.
Hey, no.
Um,
This would be my go-to VR system. Okay?
HTC Vive Pro.
So they released the price on it.
Well, let's talk about what it is first.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
talk about what it is. It's a first of all, it looks beautiful. We can all acknowledge that thing looks cool.
They take a lot of
The
tips and
PS
tricks from the
From
PSVR.
PSVR, you
Yeah,
can
they
tell.
If you haven't already
Yeah,
noticed,
Yeah.
They've got
There's a lot of the same
they've got the
things,
dial
yeah.
for the tightening
Yeah,
the
the tiny, you
helmet.
can pull the mask in and out. Like,
They've got
it's straight up.
They've got headphones that are
well,
attached
those are
to
really
it.
high quality.
And those are like
nice.
those are
Yeah.
like
Nobody
hard
said
to-
they weren't, but they
But
took it from that it's
it's
attached now.
Also releasing with a new base station that would make it wireless.
Funny story.
Is it not? I'm gonna be real sad if it's not.
Funny story. This is why you're gonna be sad. The price that you saw, which
Oh,
is the
yeah, I know that.
700
$99.
$799,
Is
is
just
literally
the headset.
just the headset.
Because you have a headset that's running 2K. It's a VR headset with near 2K. Like, come on.
Isn't that what the new PSVR is?
No.
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 What is it?
This is the first one of its kind.
Oh, I
to
thought
hit
you
that
said-
type of
okay, yeah.
resolution.
That
It's
being
similar.
said-
It's HDR, but I mean,
That being said, it doesn't matter. Your price point is what has been killing this.
and it's not going to do much better. But this is, again, if
Yeah.
Vive has to tell any more people,
Yeah.
this is the highest class of VR that you buy
Yeah.
if you have the money.
Yeah.
If you don't have the money, get an Oculus.
And if you
enjoy
don't,
it.
if you have the money, this will run you.
You're probably going to spend about
about-
1,000 to 1,200 everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be about $1,200 because the pack that for the base and for the everything, that's a $500 pack.
But the cool thing is, if you already own the Vive, you don't need to rebuy
Then
it.
you're just paying
you can use the same
$700,
sensors,
yeah,
the
for
same
that,
thing.
yeah.
Very
but
similar to the VR.
I'm hoping
everything.
that they do a system where you can send in your old headset and get a discount on the new one. I seriously doubt they're going to because it looks like they're using all new internals and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But it would be nice because a lot of people
Just
are
like you said.
upset that in order to upgrade their headset, it's going to cost $800. And a lot of people were actually looking for about $500 and they would do it, but $800 is a little out of their range, which is understandable.
And I believe it's the screens are OLED.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's gonna
So
be
that's gonna
so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's gonna be the VR of VRs, man.
Until the PS
Well,
VR
that's
2
the thing
comes out.
says.
Yeah, but come
and-
on.
Well, that's the thing says until the holodeck is made, VR isn't worth it.
Yeah, whatever,
well,
man.
I disagree.
Whatever.
But if the holodeck is made, though, nobody will be able to afford it because look how much a headset.
I know,
costs.
seriously.
You would need a whole room
Oh, it's just it's.
Is
so
that what a
easy.
holodeck is?
into your yeah, but imagine adding that to your house if you want to buy a holodeck. That's a
Oh,
big
there's no way.
undertaking.
It's so
I've
pretty.
I've looked up the pricing on trying to get one of those indoor driving ranges. Like those are like $5,000 to $10,000.
Why would you look that up?
Because
he's
who
weird.
doesn't think?
He's like,
who
you
doesn't
know
think
what? I
that's
want
cool?
a driving range in my room.
Because I thought it was cool. I'm like, I wonder how much those things. You never like just go like, okay, how much does that thing cost? And you go and look it up, and you're like, oh yeah, that much, okay. And then you get sad because you
And
know
I
you can
remember when I
never
looked
have
up
one.
what it would be to install trampolines all throughout my house. Jeez, that was like another $5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Faye says, I heard CMG is getting one of those for the FNI stream team.
Oh, I really hope so.
Yeah.
Wait, one of these
Yeah.
or an indoor driving range?
One of those.
Okay.
For the, yeah. So if you want the
Oh.
HTC Vive Pro and you have the money, they start
And you
shipping.
have a
I
computer.
believe it's April 5th or 25th.
Don't forget, you need a computer.
You
I'm
need
still,
oh,
I'm
Oh,
still,
yeah, you're
dude.
right,
I
you're
read
right.
all the comments on Facebook, and there's still people that are furious that they bought this headset and didn't realize they needed a computer. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? How are you this? Like, how
in
did
order
you
to
not know?
have a computer that would play this game, so you got $1,200 for all of this,
Oh, and then you need.
and then you need a computer.
We're not just talking your run of the mill VR computer because
No.
you got to run VR in 2K
And full-
now.
yeah.
So this is gonna be
At least a $2,000 computer.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because a 1060 is not gonna do
PlayStation
this.
VR looking a little more
Affordable.
affordable
They've
at
always looked
500.
affordable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It looks more like my cup of tea.
But yeah,
If you break it, not as bad as if you break this.
Yeah. So you
That'd
got
be-
pre-orders right now, and they will start shipping on April 5th. so
Oh,
it's here.
dude.
It's
here.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm gonna go to
It's-
the nicest fries in the area and try one out.
Yeah.
I
If
I
they
only,
let
I only
you.
go to the.
It's gonna be in a piece of glass
I
that
know,
you
right?
can't touch with lasers.
Dude, I went to the fries in San Marcos. So much nicer than every fries I've ever been to.
I
in
finally
my
went to
life.
that one for the first time. Bill took me there. He's like, "You'll never want to go to another fries in your life." I'm
You're
like,
never gonna want to go to another one. It's
I was
beautiful.
like, "Bill, it's a fries."
no, you walk in, it's like
I said, "You've seen one, you see them all." No, this one's got aquariums that go up to
Yeah!
the ceiling
like
and
the
like
tile looks like the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, and I'm
everyone
like-
that works there is super nice. It's like this is
all right.
yeah,
all right,
this is
I
the
see
new
this one.
standard
Yeah,
for
okay.
fries, and I hope they do that everywhere because I
Yeah.
think that's like the newest fries I've been to actually because it's
Well,
in San
I guess
Marcos.
it's because of what it was before. The architecture
Oh.
was already there for
oh
that. Yeah.
okay, but it's still nice.
That being said, it looks cool.
ooh, it's the best one. You gotta go to that one, Ate.
Faye says, "I'm just gonna put one on credit."
Oh yeah, FaZe, that's real great.
Looks like CMG Explorian is leaving.
Bye, buddy.
You
Bye,
deserve it.
buddy. Later, buddy. All right.
Well, this thing says it's a ton of money for a tenth of the video game. Well, if you get Skyrim VR, it's the full game.
What do you mean a tenth of a
Or
video game?
Doom
or Fallout,
VR, it's the full game.
Or the
Or
Fallout.
Fallout VR, it's the full game.
or any VR game that's just a
yeah,
VR game.
there are VR experiences that are short and
Short.
small, but there are full games for this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man. Oh, dude, Resident Evil would look
Resident
so
Resident
nice.
Evil VR, yeah, that's a full
Oh,
game.
That would look so nice on that headset.
All right, so we can move on. HTC Vive Pro is here. If you want to go get it,
Go
go
get it.
pre-order it now. I will not be spending the money because I don't have that kind of money.
Bam.
Anyways, we've got a new game coming out for mobile if you're interested. This is the Dragon Ball. Am I going to the right game?
Yep.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Dragon Ball Legends. That's what it's called, right?
Legends, yeah,
Dragon Ball
Legends.
Legends.
If you try to
Um,
find pictures of Dragon Ball Z Legends, it takes you to some old PS2 game. So how this is so new that this picture is like one of the only ones you're gonna get.
Yeah.
which
So
is insane.
there was a video on that one, but that's fine.
The video wasn't good
wasn't good.
because it was a person showing it off, and he was on the left hand corner of the screen.
Yeah.
And the phones were like really small when I tried to bring it up, so it really
So
wasn't worth
what
it.
this is, you have a the only Dragon Ball game on there before was that like
That
match
Dokkan-
game.
Dokkan Battle,
Yeah, Dokkan
yeah.
Battle you match. This is actually a 1v1 matchmaking online game. It's a fighting game. It looks pretty cool. I wish we had the trailer, but you can't see it. And it
There's
looks,
not really a good trailer either.
yeah,
but
it
soon.
looks
Soon.
very much like the Xenoverses and the
Yeah,
and those
yeah.
and the original Budokai.
Budokai, yeah.
That was one, yeah.
Tenkaichi once, but
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
The only thing is, it's kind of weird. You would think you would hold your phone in landscape to play that type of game,
Wait, what?
but the game
Is portrait.
is portrait mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
why the video was kind of confusing.
So you move
Yeah.
around. You move around
It's
with
swiping.
it. You swipe, and then your attacks are randomly generated universal cards
Yep.
that you're trying to get before the other person does it, and you're trying to fight that person.
And it kind of felt.
So it's not really a fighting game. It's more of a quick
it's a
time
little
event
bit of both,
game.
but it's
It's a little
you have
bit
to
of
be
both.
there.
Because you have to dodge and do the quick time, and then you can combo them together. You'd be like, okay, this, that,
Oh.
and then kind of.
But it's real time.
And
There's no
yeah.
time for breaks to think about what you're gonna do. It's 1v1. It's actual person versus person, and they set it up with Google servers so that they can get the latency down enough to where you can play almost anyone around the world.
Now, see,
Pretty
why
dope.
didn't they just because have you played Injustice on mobile?
Yeah, I think they're fun, but I'd rather just play the
Okay,
regular
now
game.
is that
That's an actual fighting game.
okay? Now here's the deal, though. I remember playing the Marvel version of a fighting game on mobile, and as much
You're
as
not
they told
actually
you,
playing
yes,
people.
as much as they told you were playing people, you were playing bots with people's stats.
Yeah, with people's stats. You're not actually saying that with
And they
Injustice.
made a point that this game would not do that like a lot of other games. So
Yeah.
I don't know much about Injustice Mobile. I hope they're not doing the same thing.
I believe Injustice is the same thing.
Really?
You're playing
Oh,
the
that's-
person's. You're playing your
'Cause
story.
if you
and
play it
then-
enough, you start to realize it
Yeah.
because the bots will have the exact same moves over and over again. It's
Yeah.
like, ah.
But it's. It
Well,
looks
no,
interesting.
My question is, why didn't they actually do a fighting game like they proved it with Injustice?
Oh, you mean control scheme?
Control
And,
scheme
yeah.
and actually fighting like a.
It's an interesting choice too, and I'm gonna hold judgment because my immediate reaction was why what
My reaction is there's less inputs this type of way. So
Yeah.
it's easier to do a real-time 1v1
Yeah,
when the
less-
inputs are just simple.
when
There's not a
they're
lot of
when they're
combos.
cards, yeah.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
but there are cool cutscenes. Your Dragon Ball Z esque.
That was cool.
You
yeah.
know.
They had a very
I
good
don't
array
think
of
that's what
people.
he says.
I wasn't going for that. I was just going for like the. You want me to say Kamehameha?
Well, they're
Go
gonna
screw
have a
yourself.
huge array of characters because the video showed Han from Dragon Ball GT
Mm.
fighting Nappa from the original Dragon Ball Z. So those are two characters that are completely at different like ages and different arcs. So it's gonna be interesting to see how many playable characters they actually have in this game.
But similar to the Dragon.
The like the Tenkaichi Budokai tournaments that had like every
Yeah.
character minus GT though. So this is kind of cool that there's gonna be some GT characters.
Going back to the chat real fast. He's dead, Jim. Says, gotta save for that driving range, Matthew. That's a goal. That's a goal. I'm gonna.
He really came back in just for that. Okay,
Yeah,
good
I'm
job.
gonna
buddy.
put that on my
That's-
patio.
That's not.
That's
a
what I'm
he.
gonna do.
Huh?
That's not a he.
That's a sheep.
Oh.
That's Jamie.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I've just
You-
put Jim in there and
You-
figured
you,
guy.
you-
sorry
You
that my
assumed.
You assume
I
too
assume
much.
gender.
You
Yeah.
assume too
Oh.
much. Anyways,
Really?
really,
so
really, Matt.
Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Dragon Ball Legends is coming. I'm gonna hold judgment off until I try it. It's got super moves. It's got cutscenes. It could be fun.
Could be.
I'm not overly optimistic. I will say.
I had
In
the
my-
same
in my-
exact
in my-
comment.
in
I
my
had the same idea because I'm like,
Yeah.
because even the guy that was presenting this game, like when they first showed the two phones connect, he's like, "Is it gonna connect?" He's like, "Oh, thank God it connected."
Yeah, he was like,
I'm like,
he's
dude,
off.
calm
He's
down.
off.
That's the way to
like
sell it.
worked. Yeah, like he was like, "Woo!" I was like, dude, you gotta like that doesn't give us confidence that it's
Yeah.
gonna work all the time.
Yeah. Speaking of which, of connection issues, going back to the beginning of the show, Fortnite mobile, it worked fine for me on Brandon's iPhone 8. I have the iPhone 7 Plus. He has the iPhone 8 Plus. It kept crashing.
That's weird.
Every time he got in the game and we tried playing together, he would crash out of it. Every time. It'd go for like a few minutes and then...
Did he
Just-
update his OS? Because I know
Yeah.
Brandon likes to hang out at the old OS.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
true. Good point.
Yeah.
I made sure he updated the game, but maybe
Maybe
his
the
OS.
OS. Yeah.
That's a
The
Brandon
OS
move.
wasn't ready. It wasn't ready.
That's a Brandon move. How many of you guys remember the game Roll Cage?
I don't.
It was from 1999, and when you see it, you might remember it, Ate.
No, I saw the trailers for it.
Okay, so you saw the trailer, so you don't remember it. This was a game that was, you could see it in the arcades. You'd see it. Some of your friends might have had it. You can go to play the trailer
I can show our viewers now.
for Roll Cage. Yes, for Roll Cage. This was a game
Takes a
by.
second to start. Second.
Get a second.
Give a second. Give a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that word, but yeah.
It is so. I forgot how video game trailers used to
Yeah.
look in the 90s. Like, oh god.
Kind of a cool
So-
concept, though.
Yeah.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of the
Oh.
RC cars that flip on both sides, and
That's exactly what it is.
That's
Yeah.
So
great.
it's
Good
it's
job.
by Cynosis. It's literally to be like that big thing that was big in the 90s, where those RC cars that
Yeah,
could
you
flip
flip
to,
'em and do
what were they
whatever.
called? Like not tumblers,
Not tumblers,
tycoons.
Yeah, Tycoon. Yeah,
Tycoons.
yeah.
So those things could flip back and forth. You use any side of the track. That's what it was in 1999. If you don't know who can't pronounce it correctly, Cynosis is, they're the people that made Wipeout originally. They made Wipeout. They made, everybody remembers this game, Lemmings.
I don't remember.
You don't? I think you remember Lemmings, the PC
Look how
game.
tastes quiet. He's
How
like,
do you not remember Lemmings?
Oh,
Chat,
oh, oh,
chat
the-
help
the
me
ones
out
where
here.
is it lemmings? Like
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
call someone a lemming as like a joke?
Yes.
Like I'm confused.
no,
Um,
it's the one where you try to guide the lemmings across the map.
What is a lemming?
well, a lemming is somebody that's mindless and does what you're told and follows whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this game is literally mindless people that you've got to guide through a map, and then like build bridges so they don't fall, because they'll literally go off the edge. And you have to get as many as you can to the end of the map. It's platform based, and there's
Okay.
It was a big
obstacles.
thing in the 90s.
Huge in the 90s. Huge.
PC.
Like everybody
That's
had
kinda
a
cool.
Lemmings
Okay,
game, and there
okay,
was like Lemmings
okay.
1, 2, 3,
I
whatever.
used to do the same thing with Roller Coaster Tycoon in my little.
Yeah. Wipeout was also huge,
Okay.
and went
I
on to
remember
be
Wipeout.
to
I
be
loved
very
Wipeout.
big. That studio did close in 2012.
Wow.
Yeah, there's new Studio Cage Element. They're coming out with a game called Grip that is on Steam. Free access is on Steam for the last like year and a half. But now we're getting it on PS4, Xbox, Switch. And this is paying pure homage to the Roll Cage game of old. Because it's not the same studio, and this is what it looks like 20 years later. Let's get this trailer going. This game,
And if you look at the similarities of the intro, it's super cool.
yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much.
Almost
Pan for
copied
pan.
the first
Yeah.
part of it. Yeah.
And I mean, this game looks
Ooh.
like high octane
Ooh.
fun. Every different direction. There's weapons. There's lasers on the track
Oh,
that you have to dodge.
I
and
can't wait to have all these secret little like routes in each track.
Oh, you know
that's
there's gonna
be
be
so
secret
cool. It's been
pathways,
so
yeah.
long since we have games like that. We're like, oh, I know this hidden little spot. Oh.
Rest in peace, Pod Racer.
yeah, that's gonna be the closest thing I think we get to
Yeah.
a Pod
It's
Racer game.
working!
This is Pod Racer meets Wipeout, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it looks like a lot of
Oh.
fun. It's called Grip.
Look at, they've got like little weapons and power.
much is
This is
it?
great.
Right now I think it's $20 on
Wait, it's already
on
out?
Steam. Well, no, on Steam. So he wasn't paying attention.
Guess
Yeah.
who gets
Yeah.
to play this first?
Well, I could play it too.
We
I don't
all
care.
could play
Yeah.
it, actually.
I'm still gonna be the first one to play.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's gonna happen. But you guys
so
go home tonight.
it's
and
on.
play it.
It's actually been on Steam since I think 2016, and it's been waiting. That's been their pre-access, their early access to
What?
try to get it ready, because originally
Oh.
they had server issues and mechanic issues, and now it's ready. Where this trailer came out on the 20th, I believe, and at the end of it, you can see it says 2018 for all consoles, and it's ready to go this year, hopefully.
I disagree with Claw here. Claw says this could be the DLC for Rocket League. I don't think Rocket League could handle this, Claw.
This is not the DLC for Rocket League, yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah.
Too much for
The
Rocket
last
League.
note also says lemmings are rodents known to migrate en masse. Off
There we
of
go.
cliffs.
That's what I wanted to know.
However-
the legitimate rodent
Oh,
one.
However,
So that's
that film that came out in like the 1940s or 50s about lemmings was all made up, but it's stuck. They don't really fall off the cliff.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Well-
they just did that just to have it be interesting for the viewers.
Wait. So they made the lemmings run off a cliff?
They narrated in such a way that's
So they literally they ran a whole bunch of lemmings off.
We
a
need
cliff.
these guys to be really stupid. Can somebody poke it off the cliff? See, they fell off the cliff. That's how dumb they
Somebody
are.
back there's like a stick. Like, go.
yeah.
Go.
So
Go.
that whole thing is
Well, they hope they had a net at the bottom or something. But
fabricated.
That being
they
said,
probably didn't.
how fun does this game look, man?
It does look fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because this harkens back to the 90s, style racing games that were just all
Oh.
about fun, not about like.
What was that Rush 20 something? Remember that game Rush 20?
That
like,
sounds familiar.
2049 or something, and it was all futuristic cars, but very much like this.
Oh, that's Wipeout.
Yeah,
it was
that's Wipeout.
Was
yeah.
Wipeout made Rush?
Y-
No, it was literally a game called
Well,
Rush.
Oh,
I believe that's one of the versions they had because I think if you look at the HD
I think
remaster,
Rush
it's,
had
like-
its
it's
own
on
was
there.
its own game though, guys.
no, but I think it's by the makers. I think
Oh,
it was.
the
I think it's a
makers.
spin-off. What was it called?
Rush 20 something.
2048.
2049.
Is that what it was? 2049. It's a sick game. It's a lot of fun, guys.
Oh yeah, it's the old Dreamcast game. Yeah.
I used to play it on N64.
That was an Atari game.
Oh,
All right.
maybe that's coming to the Atari box.
That'd be awesome. All right. So that being said, this game looks a lot of fun. Look for it this year, 2018. I know we're gonna get it. This is gonna be
I played
one
on
of
PS4.
those
That's a good
fun
PS4
game night games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cheap too.
And it's going to
so.
be cheap, yeah. Or if it's only
Great.
$20. Oh, and I looked it on Steam. It's got 4.5 stars,
That's good then.
and that's
Yep.
over 2 years of reviews.
You can trust
so,
Steam people.
Yeah, they
Can
don't
you?
hold back.
They don't. They,
They
really
do not
don't.
hold back.
If there's any issue, like if there's a server issue, 1 star. Like servers were down last night, 1 star. Hate this game.
There was a typo on the third page of
3
the
stars.
as a service agreement. 1 star. So,
Third page of the.
the service agreement, user license agreement.
I read it. There's a typo.
1 star.
All right.
All right,
This next one's
that's
kinda
all for this week in gaming.
now into
We're gonna go into the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty, if you don't know
Grittiest
what
of
it
nits.
is the grittiest of nits. It is
Grittiest
the
of nits,
nittiest
man.
of
the nittiest
of
grits.
gritties.
The nittiest of gritties.
This is
Where
where
the grits beat the nits. This is the nitty gritty. All right.
the grits and the nits come together.
They clash.
They clash. The clash of the nits.
I can't do this right now.
This is where we break down one topic and we open up to discussion for not really any period of time. We're willing to talk
Just
for
as
as long
long
as
as
we
it
want.
goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the nits have the upper hand.
Sometimes the grits have the upper time.
hand.
You know,
never
it's a classic nits versus grits scenario here. You know,
Written by Shakespeare in 1918.
Hatfields and McCoys, nothing compared to nits versus grits.
Nothing.
This is interesting. The U.S. Navy. We all know the U.S. Navy, right? Nobody,
We're all
nobody
friends.
not
We're
privy.
all, we're all U.S. Navy positive.
Nobody not privy to what the U.S. Navy
There's
is.
no nits
right?
or grits on this. It's
There's
just
no
all nits.
All nits.
Got
Okay.
it.
So the U.S. Navy, the best navy in the world.
It's like 30th head shake today.
Yeah. Is somebody actually keeping track?
I hope so.
I lost count.
The best navy in the world. We might be a little biased.
Best Navy.
Well, it is actually.
And the
best
most
navy in the
advanced navy in the world.
Yep.
that is probably true.
That's
Sit on
probably
that too,
true.
Yep. Sorry,
Sorry, Claw.
What about the Royal Marines and the Royal Navy, the Queen's Navy?
Paul. Did you see that thing
We
online?
got 2 rowboats.
You see that? You see that thing online about how Arizona iced teas in England cost $1.75, and that's like our like stick it to you England. We're gonna tax your tea now.
Which would. Oh, that's above-
That's amazing.
But that's in pounds. That's really like $3.
yeah,
a
but
year.
still, like you can't drink our tea without a tax.
Claus getting pissed now. I said, excuse me?
Claws.
Sorry.
Here comes the
Anyway,
retort.
anyway, back to the
so
Navy part.
the U.S. Navy, they have a brand new attack sub. That sounds killer, right?
It does sound pretty.
That
cool.
sounds like,
supposed to be, like, super
you
fast
would
and-
take it and just
Oh, it's a fast attack sub.
wreck things,
Are they one
right?
of those little mini subs that.
Guess I don't know what a fast attack sub is.
I don't know. All I
sounds
know
fast.
is it's got the word attack in it, and it's
Yeah.
a submarine, so it's
Exactly.
got to be badass.
It's
That
not the
being
one, it's not
said,
the one you get in at Disneyland. Not at all. Sorry, Zoner. Different sub.
it's not the one you get. It's not the one to find
That's-
Nemo.
that's-
No, it's not the
that's
same. It's
that's
an attack nuclear sub.
So Walt Disney back in the day, he actually bought the subs from the British Navy and used them at all his Disneyland parks. That's how he got them.
Oh, there you go, Claw. See, that's what your subs are good for.
What do you
the
say?
new ones.
Disneyland parks.
Oh, there you go.
I just made
Um,
it all up.
So these are now. If you know anything about the military and our government, we love to spend tons of money
Lots of money
on
in
our
places that-
our military and on our components in the military, our attack subs,
with
as it
little,
were.
with little to no.
Let's not get into the political side of this.
It doesn't
but
matter, but we spend
we
a lot
like
of money.
to we like to do this, right?
There's a reason why we're the best.
And we're the best.
Money.
Number one. We spend thousands of dollars.
Yep.
On every component of these ships. Except for apparently one now.
Well, no. The article did say that they spent $30,000 to $50,000 in research.
No. Okay, so they had been spending $38,000 in research and development and production of joysticks,
See?
of custom Navy joysticks, as you would assume
Yeah.
from the Navy,
A lot
to
of money.
control their photonic masts, which are basically really advanced periscopes.
Nice. Okay.
Nice, yeah.
Nice. So good controllers for very advanced periscopes.
Very advanced
Got
piece
it.
of machinery. You don't want to screw it up, right?
No.
Well, they found that instead of spending $38,000 per ship,
Mhm.
they were going to replace it with, and they have replaced it with, on their brand new attack top of the line submarine, an Xbox 360 controller that we have sitting on our table right here.
Now, as much as we want this to be wrong, I took the actual photo from
Mhm.
the tweet and made it bigger, and that's an Xbox 360 controller.
This controller right here, a $50 controller, which probably less now, they are controlling their modern day periscopes with an Xbox 360 controller because
Hey.
A, it was cheaper.
It works.
B, USB is more stable than wireless.
There you go. And C, they said because all of their soldiers were already familiar with it.
Oh my god.
So think about how much less
Oh my
training you have to
God.
do when you go, oh yeah, just RB. Oh,
RB.
okay,
Oh, RB, I know
okay, yeah,
that one.
got you.
Got it.
Left
Cool.
stick, and click,
it
click
makes
R3.
sense.
See, but this is the reason why Ate shouldn't have this position. You might get angry and just destroy the controller. And then the submarine has no way to guide
But
itself.
however, it
But
would,
that's good because they have the whole armory labeled
They got a whole bunch
No
of
Gene's Armory, and it's just a bunch of Xbox
Xbox
360.
360
and
controllers
it,
on
and
the
it
wall.
wouldn't be $38,000 down the drain every single time I did it. It'd just be $50.
You're right. You're right.
So I'm saving
right.
the money actually.
Okay, touche. They make Ate an indestructible one. Like, here you go, Ate. This is yours.
This is yours.
Made
It's like
out of
engraved
adamantium.
Ate's name. Like, it's ready to go.
So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool that video games has actually what's the word I'm looking
Permeated
at?
into
Yeah,
the-
permeated. Yeah,
into
it's
the-
actually gotten into. The last note said the same thing we said. Think about it. The sailors are all used to these. Exactly.
Yep.
It's actually infiltrated the military.
Okay.
Like, this is, in my head, it's crazy because growing up, how much did we hear, and I speak for us too, and I know Ate agree with me, that video games are the devil. Video games are bad. They don't do anything for you.
Video games cause violence.
Video games cause violence. Video games are not
Violence
gonna.
is okay in a submarine.
Yeah, nothing good ever comes out of video games. Video games aren't gonna be
Except for submarine control.
except for U.S. Navy submarine.
I can't
Controllers.
hold back on this one.
Yeah, and so
Ugh.
it's crazy to me that what's even more crazy is this is a 12-year-old piece of technology.
Yeah.
That game, like, this
let's
console
talk
came out
about
in
that.
2006, right?
8 to 10 years ago, Mercedes had a plan for a new car that was going to work on an Xbox/PS4-like controller. And you know what they did?
They just bought an Xbox or PS2 like controller.
No, they scrapped it because it was a stupid idea
To them.
to them. But then the U.S. military is like, hey, you know what?
That's a good idea.
This works.
Let's do
in a
this.
sub.
This is gonna work.
This is gonna work. So, and the only reason we know it's an Xbox 360 controller, by the way, if you zoom in on the photo,
Oh, you can see.
you
it
can
right
see
there.
the green lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little green lights that show how many controllers are
Can you
plugged
actually
in. You know.
zoom that in?
You know what? I might be able to. Give me a second. You guys keep talking about it. I'll figure that out.
So what's interesting about this is, like, for me, like, video games have been talked down on for so long by politics, by higher forms of art, quote unquote, right? But we've seen them do so much good, and now we're seeing our technology, as basic as it is, it's a controller. We all know that. Literally being used by the government to control something that you really don't want to screw up. I'm guessing you're on an attack sub, right? Like, you don't want to mess up. So that's so awesome. It's literally
This is
Xbox.
right there. It's
That's
an
like
Xbox
the
360
controller we
controller.
have right there. That's the same exact one.
Oh, that's interesting.
What if Robert's giving a close up on ours? So, I guess my question is, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think it's like,
Oh no, it makes sense. I mean, it just makes sense.
I hope their subs.
But
don't
it
get
makes
the red
sense to
ring of
us,
death.
right? And that's why it seems so weird to me because it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Like,
yeah, duh.
this
just do
makes
that.
sense.
But it's
to us.
just like, come on,
You
guys.
never would have thought
like,
it would have happened though. Like for me, like it makes sense to me that you could, like for me, future applications, you could control a jet.
I
with
wouldn't
a
do it-
controller.
I
But-
wouldn't do it for a jet.
Yeah, it's a little like. It's
But it makes sense to me because
like what happened? I flew outside of the range. Gone. It's just the
No,
justice. Woo.
obviously a wired, but
See, Claus says something in the chat I was going to remark on too. All 4 of those lights are lit, so that there's 4.
There's 4 people controlling.
there's 4
So-
people.
Like I said earlier, I hope that sub doesn't get the red ring of death.
Well, that's the
Gonna suck.
Xbox.
That's yeah.
Hey, you
Not
don't
the
know, man.
controller.
You don't know how much of the Xbox they integrated into the sub.
Maybe the problem was the controls the whole time, and they
I bet, right? It's just.
But it's just interesting to me. So I was wondering what you guys. So like for me, I could see this going as far as one day being able to control whole things with not just an element of something, but you know,
Okay.
okay, so what if all of our drones start being controlled by 360 controllers?
I could see this being done for like the pack mules they have, like those robotic pack mules.
Yeah.
That'd make
Yeah, that'd
perfect
be
sense
easy.
for this. I wouldn't want to get too crazy with like something that could crash into the ground.
You
like
got
an
to be careful
airplane.
when lives are, at risk.
So anything you're saying anything unmanned you might see
Unmanned
for like drones
in a
or
mission that wouldn't cause the deaths of a lot of people, like maybe surveillance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. But still, I would hope by then though they'd have an Xbox One controller.
my trigger's broken.
Oh
I
god!
can't.
Why didn't they get us elite controllers?
I can't
needed
fight
the
back.
battles.
Hey, could you stop by GameStop and give me a couple of those extra grippy things for the top of my joysticks, please?
I'm really used to playing claw, but they said I can't do that.
It's interesting to me, and I don't know. I don't know what you guys.
I don't know what else to say about
Yeah,
it.
it just makes sense.
It makes
And-
sense, but it doesn't. Like I like it, but I don't. It's
And see, that's the weird thing to me. Like what I was saying before is because it makes sense to us as gamers, and these sailors like, oh, I can do this. This is easy.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't make sense to me that they're doing it because
Yeah.
the government never like listens to us when
Ever,
it comes
yeah.
to video games. So I'm like, is this a joke? Is this a prank? Like, what is?
Oh,
It's
Claus
just-
says waits for the last person to invert the controls.
oh no! Next person sits down. It's like oh god! It's like dive deep. The submarine just whoosh,
Does it
like
flippers?
Shamu through the water.
Yeah.
It's like oh god!
Damn it, Matt! Say your controls back next time.
It's like Jesus.
Colossus, who plays inverted? I do.
This.
Set this to
Oh.
tournament style. God dang it!
Now
I
here's
shot a missile when I meant to change the trajectory. God damn it.
here's the interesting thing.
Yep.
What makes for me? These are easily, if somebody got their hands on them, manipulated.
Yes. Good idea.
Well,
That's
I'm sure it's not hooked up wirelessly. It has to be. hooked
Yeah,
up
that's why they
by
chose
the-
360.
But it does.
Okay.
But it doesn't. But to me, they're easily.
Well, the
if
360 is
I
s-
know. I'm just saying.
somebody gets their hand on the controller and they switch it out,
But what if like
or they? Because think about it.
Well,
Yeah.
the controller's not the one that's controlling.
it's just doing
it's-
scopes? It's
it's
probably
just
not
doing- it's
actually
just the
driving
input.
the sub.
It's just the
Yes.
inputs. All the controls are actually done by the computer.
Well, no, that's to control just the photonic
right?
mass. It's just the periscope portion of it to move it around and do different things. And
Who has double
my question is, what if? Like,
Well-
what if somebody could just go? You know, how you can get turbo controllers and different things. What if somebody
Just-
on the
they
wrong
mod it?
side of things switches a controller? Because you used to have a $38,000 joystick that you can't go easily
can't, like no
replicate.
one's gonna know how to use that. Yeah.
But you switch it out, and now it's a bomb. And the second you go and take the photonic mast and turn it so many degrees, all of a sudden it blows up.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
there's
that's
a
just,
lot of.
Again, this is just an input controller. It's not.
Yeah, but even if it's not controlling anything serious, it's very easy to put something like a bomb in something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
no
it's
one
like
would know the difference. 'cause
nobody
no
would
one's
know
gonna
the-
open it
it
up.
could
for every
become-
use.
I'm pretty sure that they probably have pretty good, and strict
Yeah,
standards.
granted, I doubt anybody
like-
with the bomb is
you're
gonna get on the
probably
sub to that
right,
point,
except
but-
for I'm sure sailors can get things on the ship they're not supposed to. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is,
Sailors playing with a PS4 controller, like
it
no.
does open it up to where before you had something nobody could replicate to
Yeah.
now something you could switch out and That part's a little interesting to me. I wonder what their
I-
security measures are to
I'm sure
prevent
they're-
something
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure they're pretty stringent. And
And it was something too that not anybody could just get up and use. This is something that anybody can sit at and be pretty adept at it pretty quickly.
Everybody
need to
says in the chat, I'm pretty sure they have put safety features in place. Let's remember that 3 of our naval carriers have crashed into ships in like the last 3 months. So there are safety procedures.
They're really testing
But
these
let's
controllers
also
now.
remember
They're
that
not
we're
working.
humans. There's a human element to this.
They put parental controls on. Good job, Claw.
Parental controls, yes. I don't know. It's
Oh,
just
man.
interesting to me. I like it because it's an Xbox 360 controller. For me,
just-
it takes a little bit away from we're the U.S. Navy and we can make whatever we want. The customizability, like,
God forbid they take the Xbox logo off and put like a U.S. Navy logo or something.
why don't they
There's-
just design their own controller like it?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Why,
I'm sure
why
they
wouldn't
can
you?
strike a deal with
Because-
Microsoft to where they can make it their own.
the custom Xbox controller.
Yeah,
They
like
just-
at least go elite. You know,
Microsoft
like,
is
come
like,
on.
they see an order from the U.S. Navy on the Xbox One.
10,000 units.
It's like, huh?
They're like, okay, let's upsell them. They're gonna be $500 a controller.
Yeah.
It's the U.S. government. This is how we're doing this. Like, oh my god.
Claw says password US_A space Navy. That's the password to get into.
U.S._A Navy. U.S.
Um,
Oh, that's good.
so it's interesting.
So they
It's
have
it's
like
a really
fingerprint readers on them. Like you can't pick it up unless you have that fingerprint. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
for me. It's really cool as far as
Put in a mic. You put a mic in it. Like it's,
as for a big step for video games in general. Like
yeah. Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
what element of a space shuttle in the next 20 years is used by a video game controller. Like, I'm not just saying a 360 controller. I'm saying just a video game controller in general. Where can those be utilized more? It's interesting that it was a U.S. attack sub. Like, that's
Claw says, I wonder what happens if you put a mic in. Do you just hear whale sounds?
I'm in game chat, guys. I'm in game chat. He's like, oh, talking to whales.
That was a,
Oh. I'm
um,
surprised Ate didn't make the whale sounds. Mister, he loves Shamu over here. But
I don't disrespect whales by trying to intimidate them or impersonate
there
them.
we go. Ate intimidates them all the time. But that's a cool thing, though.
So
I
it's
mean,
just cool.
different. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
I don't
we'll
know.
See.
It's cool. It's cool. The like cautious side of me is like,
yeah. Like,
I'm not too terribly worried about it.
I don't remember their triggers being that great, but
Yeah. Right.
maybe them breaking. That being said, I think that's all we have for that
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nitty gritty.
It was a good nitty
If
gritty.
you want to control your own attack sub, get an Xbox 360 controller
practice,
and just practice.
practice.
One day you could fly a fighter with them. We're gonna go into the Claw. This is the chat lobby ask, Claw for short. This is where we open it up to the audience, you, the people in the Twitch chat, or anybody that wants to send in messages at different times throughout the week. We'll pick messages to put on here, questions. Whatever you want to talk about, we will talk about. Whether it's, what we just talked about, I guess, or a video game we missed that you want to hear about, or what's our favorite energy drink? I don't know. Whatever you want to talk
Touche.
about. It doesn't. We'll open it to you, and as long as you guys want to talk, this has gone for 30 seconds. It's gone for a half an hour before. It
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, it really depends.
We just like interacting with you guys, and it's really, floor is yours. Whatever you guys want to do. So we'll leave it open for a little bit. Don't forget that if you want to
My forehead. just-
follow any of our social media outlets, you can do Twitch that way. Twitch at CMG_Gamecast, and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Casual Misfits Gaming. Also, you can listen to the podcast on iTunes and
Oh, I didn't mean to
or
actually do that.
SoundCloud.
What did you
I
just
didn't realize
do?
that was an actual command. I was trying
What'd
to
you do?
joke. Bring him back. I'm sorry, Claw. I didn't realize that was an actual command. And
Did
I
you
banned
just
Claw.
ban Claw?
It was a joke, and I didn't realize it was an actual command.
Oh, how do you unban him?
Oh,
Oh, I'm banned from my own stream now.
you're a horrible person.
You guys just banned each other. 'cause
I'm banned from streaming by Claw, who also I banned Claw, and he got back. Damn it,
Oh, but
Claw.
he's still back.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Claw. I didn't mean to.
That was weird. All right. Anyways, so anything you guys want to talk about?
You can ask Ate. I really don't know any of the Twitch commands. I just put exclamation point ban because I figured, oh, that might be it.
Yeah.
Joke.
Claude's asking the most important question of every one of our Claws. Robert,
I haven't. I have
Rob
not finished
Dog.
that
Let me
game.
finish the question.
No.
Rob Dog.
No.
Rob Dog. Buddy old pal. Friend of ours. Friend of the chat.
Hurry up and ask the question.
Have you,
I'll walk out of this town.
you yourself, Rob Dog,
So
the
much
person
right now.
sitting across from us?
What is this, Dr. Phil? Just hurry up.
Well, Rob Dog, I want you to know. The people are asking,
They all love you.
have you finished The Last of Us?
No. No, I haven't.
You are not the father.
I'll be like that one guy that gets up and starts dancing. Like, what?
Catch my side, how about that?
How about that?
Claw
Oh, God.
asked, Claw
We should have
asked,
said that.
Claw asked, do you think Game Pass was the reason why
Yes.
Sea of Thieves servers crashed?
I can say, I would think, probably.
see that.
Because it was free. Like, Game Pass made it so basically everybody could play it.
I wonder what the numbers are, though, on how many people actually use the Game Pass.
I wonder how they break up their servers for Sea
That's
of
a
Thieves.
good-
Like, I wonder how many servers they actually got.
I don't know.
It wasn't enough.
Because if there's only, like, maybe, like, I don't know, like 10,000 Game Pass, users.
Then,
Yeah.
it,
not
couldn't-
really
then
a
it shouldn't
lot
have
of-
been that. But I'm sure there's more.
There's gotta be more.
Because Xbox, honestly, did really well with Game Pass. There's a lot of great games
Yeah.
Well, they
for
did.
$10 a month.
But
their
he's
game
asking
selection
how
is
many
good.
people utilize it and utilize it for this in particular, or how many of them were actual sales and downloads or
pre-orders
or
or-
pre-orders
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
physical copies.
Well,
that
either
were
way,
actually...
it at least increased the numbers considerably, I'm sure, over what they would have done without it.
Well, what's the
Assumably, that's what we think. We assume that's what
Assume,
happened, but
yeah.
assume?
you assumed.
However, we assume a lot of things that become correct, so
That is
we
true.
never assume things on this show.
of course not.
We say what it is.
Yeah, we
With
we know.
authority.
With authority.
What 2 game IP would you like? Would you
Crossover.
like to crossover?
Ooh.
Do you mean?
Ooh.
Can you specify a little bit? Do you mean like cross play, or
No, like
do you
crossover,
mean
like they're in the same
literally?
game together. Sea of
Crazy
Thieves and
Taxi and
Fortnite.
Gears of
Sea of
War.
Thieves and
Okay.
Fortnite. I claim Sea of Thieves and Fortnite. Same game anyway. I just want a Fortnite on the ocean.
No, I'd make it. I like the.
Come on, last pirate standing out of 100. Don't act like that wouldn't be cool.
I just don't want the building element in that game.
Well,
I
you
don't
don't
think
need
it
a
needs
building
it.
element.
Okay, so you're saying a
A battle royale.
you're saying a battle
Sea of
royale
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Okay, I can
Well,
see that. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Ship to ship
Yeah,
battles.
right?
Last galleon or sloop standing.
No, I
Dude,
like, I
oh,
like
and then
way
like
it is now.
the what do you call it? What's that? The barrier is actually just a giant storm that if you go out into it, you die.
So we went out of the map in Sea of Thieves. Joseph, Jamie, Kyle, and I. You don't want to go outside the map. You will start dying.
When you say start dying with that devious grin, do you mean like
Like your health is chipping
like your health slowly
away?
chips away? Or is there something out there that I should be deathly afraid of?
I don't know.
It's a kraken, guys.
I know there's a kraken, but I don't think
Release
that's outside
the
the map.
kraken.
No, it's inside the map.
Davy Jones. The Bermuda Triangle. What is it?
No,
What's going on?
you just start dying. That's it.
Okay,
Just don't go outside the map. And
well, that's lame.
because we were doing a sea shanty of all things, and just kept on sailing and didn't realize
Mhm.
we were going off the map
Mm.
until it was
Did you fall off the edge of the earth?
no, we just died. Your health starts draining slowly. And
That'd be
slowly.
so cool though if like you literally like
just,
fell
woo!
off the edge of the earth because in that time they thought the earth was flat. Some people still think
I was
that,
gonna say
but
like
they're
that
stupid.
time, this time, for all times.
Okay. He's asking, when will you guys do your E3 prediction before it is all leaked?
Oh,
Oh, that's a
we'll
good idea.
probably do it
After
a
our
week or two beforehand, and
Well,
because
by
you
that time,
can't-
there'll be a lot of things leaked. Because we usually try to.
I mean, what are we gonna predict about that though? Like, what do
there's
we
a lot of
think
things
is
to
coming
predict.
out?
Oh, I don't want to get into it right now. There's a lot of
But
things
I
we can
wanna-
predict.
Claw's corner.
God of War appearing in Days Gone.
No, that's not gonna happen. Claw, stop.
Yeah, that'd be
Spider-Man
weird.
appearing in God of War though, that might happen.
That'd be a crossover. Yeah, I don't know what crossover I'd want to see.
Injustice with NVC.
Mm,
I think that'd be fun. It'd be different.
it might be. Yeah.
Mechanics would have to be adjusted, but it'd be interesting.
So that'd be what Warner Brothers and a Marvel, Capcom.
A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
don't.
different playable characters.
Yeah, I don't care too much about the Capcom portion of that, but I'd like to see a DC versus Marvel and Justice.
There we
game.
go. That would
cool.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Final question. Claw says, when will Rob grow a beard?
Never, Claw. It doesn't work. Okay, God.
This has been. This
It's
is
really not a good
How
thing.
old are you now?
Shut up.
Just a question. How old are you now?
I shave it every week. Okay,
That's
it's not
the
been a work in
question.
progress.
How old are you now?
26.
26. So he started growing fish probably when he was like, I'm gonna say 18, probably. So this is
Like
like this
14.
beard is. I know I was like 14, but it's been like
I can grow a mad goatee.
this beard is like
That's a
8 to
start.
12 years in the making.
It is not.
And this is what you've
Oh
gotten
my
out of it.
God.
He
I-
tries to say he shaves every week, but I don't believe
I
it.
can make it look like a lumberjack. Okay, I don't look good that way, but I could do it.
Challenge accepted? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
You
saying?
have to grow
I
to
can't.
this
I
length
have a.
in a year.
No.
No, not like that. But
That's
can you grow? But
insane.
can you grow a beard?
I don't know, man. I got a lot of things that ride on my appearance right now, and it's.
Like what?
I don't know. I've like my life
You could
the way
look
it
sharp
is.
and have a
I
beard.
gotta look
mean,
sharp. I don't
we're
know, man. Okay.
living proof here. I mean,
Okay.
It's true.
you don't have to look like you're a lumberjack, but
I'll think about it.
all right. Claw, your request might be granted. We'll
Maybe.
see. Anyways, I think that's it. There's not a whole lot in the chat going on right now.
All right then. All right,
Thanks
all right,
everybody
all
for
right.
watching, for listening. If you're in the future,
You're in the future. Future.
This has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. Once again, the final head shake from
Okay,
No
so
Jeans.
bad.
You can follow us on CMG_Gamecast on Twitter or Casual Misfits Gaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also search Casual Misfits Gaming on iTunes and or SoundCloud. Follow, subscribe, listen, download. All of that, please.
Re-download.
Re-download?
Put it on a CD.
Re.
Share it with your friends in the 1990s. Whatever, man. It works. Works.
All right. Anyways, this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 45. I'm Matt Rojas, aka the Dread Pirate. On my right, we had, or left. Sorry, I don't know my directions. Left, we had
I am Ate Rojas, also known as
as
No.
No jeans.
and on the far end of the table, not finishing The Last of Us,
Damn it.
we have
Robert Link, otherwise known as Rob Dog 1991.
got to do it like that now. Rob Dog
Okay, that's-
1991.
This is sad because you guys aren't ever gonna let that go.
It's
Hey,
never
Claw,
gonna go.
If I grow a beard, will you let go of The Last of Us? That's the only way that I'll let it happen.
Claw, say yes, but cross your fingers behind
Don't
your
you
back.
dare! Don't you dare!
All right. That's been it. This
Yep.
is CMG Podcast, episode number 45. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Mute the mics.